wall split. So there are times when you want to trim something, and because the wall is all one, it creates issues. For instance, let's draw a scenario. So what I will do is right-click, and then I'll create similar on that wall, and I'll just draw something like this. It's not in our sketch, but for now, this will help us to practice. Let's hit escape. What if we wanted to trim that piece out between those two walls? Well, you go to the Modify tool, you would go to Trim, and then you would pick the corners, and guess what would happen? You would lose this whole piece of wall, when really you just wanted to trim out that. So what that really comes down to is we just need to use another tool, which is called Split. And I'll show you a couple options here. There's a couple really good ways to use this, which are fast. I'm going to hit escape twice. I'm going to click on the Split tool, and there's a couple here. There's Split with Gap, and then there's just Split. And what Split will do is it'll just split one wall into two. And if I go to Split with Gap, what it will do is actually split it and then provide a gap between them. I would stay away from Split with Gap and stick with just Split. So if I click on the Split tool, which is right there, it also has a shortcut called SL. So we're going to use the Split tool on this hallway. We're going to try to get this out. We're just going to split it once, right there, and then hit escape. And I'll hit escape twice to take us out of the command. What does that do? Well, now that enables us to use the Trim tool to clean up those corners. So if I click on the Trim tool, or I type in TR, no enter, I can just pick the corners. And notice I'm picking the piece that I want to keep. If I pick that, that would be wrong. I actually want to hit escape. Let me just click that and then that. So you can see how Split allows us now to cut out. It divides a wall into two first, and then we can use the Trim tool to divide that. The Split tool can also be used in cases where there's a different type of wall inserted in to another wall, and that would just be a matter of going to the Split tool, splitting it in two places. So it was one click, two clicks, and then two escapes. So we can split it in two places, and then we could just click on that wall, and we could just swap that out with another type of wall if we wanted to.